Hey guys, somebody brought up a really good idea and we decided to roll with it. So I'm going to explain it real quick. This is for all you guys who want to do it yourself. You know, you got do it yourselfer plans for this, other than anything that you're already doing with us anyway. So you can just take a look at this option, see if you like it. Here's the idea. What about those of you that want to get the legacy UAP, right? So you can start backlinking websites, but you want to get it for particular industries. Some of you know that by now we've been creating them for different industries. We're up to, I think it's 22 industries are done with 4 templates each. Okay, so stacks of them, right? And it's all Legacy UAP version 7. I've yet to explain all the value that comes in that, but for instance, let me just show you here. So if you were to come here and hit something like chiropractors, okay, just to kind of give you the idea, and I'm going to check out a live demo for one of these. Okay, that would be this one here, for example. And yeah, I mean, we've been making these for different industries, so that's really, really cool. It's still UAP on purpose, but this gives that sense of, hey, if somebody lands on the website, then they know they're looking for a chiropractor, they can click the link, right? All of this wording will be replaced with the real keywords and city locations, right, for the projects you want to do. So anyway, if you log into the admin panel, just to show you the point, some of the advantages right now, I'll show you this way. If you go to pages, okay, see how it's got these names? Well, emoji video, if you take a look, it's really a variable. Okay, so you can use variables, right, that you would put in the global variables, okay, for the different inner page names. That's a real advantage. So when you're creating big sitemaps, you can mix and match across the different keywords, and you can use the same keywords that would relate to whatever the content for that page would be. Okay, so you can get all of your keywords into play in the menu for all your different projects. That's really cool. What's another cool thing? That's this. If you take a look at the banner sliders, right? This is a case where these banner sliders, these buttons were always do follow, right? But they take up a big chunk of the front page. So we realized, what if you're working with companies that don't really have a backlink profile at all? Well, you need to create a lot of no follow for them as well as a lot of do follow for them. That's just really a big deal. So what if you want to make some of these no follow? So that's an advantage now. Take a look. You get follow and no follow built exactly into the banner sliders, right? So if you were to create another banner slider and fill it in with information, it'll have that as well. And by extension, for those of you who are advanced enough to know how to use it, if you go downloading the feed files, then yeah, you can use follow and no follow in those feed files as well for multiple site projects. Okay, so that's really cool. We have some other features that the version 7 uses in conjunction with Varsheet installer. For example, a sitemap randomizer. So in Varsheet installer, you can put in a list of domains and it'll randomize the order in which the links show up in the sitemap. So it won't change the contents on them. It'll keep everything just the way it should be. But the physical order of links will change on the sitemap page. So if you have 100 items on your sitemap page, one per row, they'll just randomly reorder. Okay, that's a really big thing for killing footprints. Okay, now a much bigger thing is that we can download feed files automatically now. We realized as we were starting to do larger and larger productions that by the time we have, say, we're up to 950 domains now, spread across 11 servers. At this time, if we're trying to run all those websites out and then randomize the front ends, then all of a sudden our feed files are outdated. We have to download the feed files from all those websites. Well, if you do that manually, it means you have to log into every admin panel. You have to come here. You have to say download the feed file. You have to take off whatever sections you're not using because it won't download unless you have information in those sections and hit go. That's kind of a real pain. Well, in Varsheet installer now, you just set what you want to download and then you put in this massive list of domains, however many, and it'll download them. And not just that, it'll separate them into the different folders based on what the themes are so that they do not get mixed and matched. Okay, this is a coordinated upgrade. It requires Legacy version 7 to be able to pull that off in the Varsheet installer, and the latest version of the Varsheet installer. We've got to put numbering on that. The version of the Varsheet installer that includes that functionality. So the point is, all of this stuff is growing at insane speed, and this is really powerful stuff to build up and raise the money for. So right now, let's come back to this idea. If you're trying to get this into a place where you can install it on multiple websites at once, right? That's the purpose of the software installer section. So if you want to get an account like this and you want to be able to go to your repository, right? The file repository, and you want to say, you know, if I want the baseline for templates, it's these, but you'll say that's one zip and one SQL for version 0, right? 0 images banner, and then 0 images blocks, 1 images blocks, 2 video banner, 2 video blocks, right? Then you can install these to as many cPanels as you want and as many subdomains as you want. That's the purpose of installation options. You can install here. You can give it a subdomain name. You can say, use this database information. What are we going to install? And you just go get it, right? And so you're installing this stuff very, very quickly by just filling this in, hitting go. That's simple, literally minutes. And for those of you who are more advanced, you do the batch installations all at once by downloading the sample in Excel, filling all the data in, and then copying that data in here and going process. And it literally does the installations back to back. The last time we checked, we could install 100 of these at the rate of about 15 seconds each. Okay, so like 25 minutes to install 100 websites. Isn't that crazy? That's powerful stuff. So for those of you who want that, but you want to build it up for different industries, you want to have like chiropractors and lawyers and life coach and nursing and plumbing, whatever it is, how can you build that up on your budget? That's what we decided, to create a domain buyer club, so to speak. It's really a template buyer club. And at the same time as the template buyer club, you're building up your cPanels, you know, each different spot that you get access to. So it's based on your budget, but you'll get a website for every one of these. How's it work? It works this way. It'll make so much sense. So if you go to professional services, okay, that's where we have all these options anyway, based on the subscription model. So if you're coming down, you're running these super affiliate websites, say, okay, then you can get any one of these for whatever projects you want. You can get multiple projects if there are multiple reasons you have for doing it. So, for instance, we got the DC painters. Guys are hopping in on that for the metro areas. Well, here's another one, and you can choose where you want to go on this. Getting the software installer is $2,500 for both software installer and the Legacy version 7 in such a way that you can install it to as many cPanels as you own. Okay, cPanels through us are $50 each, but if you get this $2,500 option, that's the unlimited Legacy UAP, then it comes with 25 cPanels to kick you off, right? So for the guys who spent $2,500, they got the Legacy UAP and free upgrades. They all have the version 7 now, okay? And they can install these onto 25 different cPanels. They just need to get the domain names, right? And so the guys who've done that already have like 25 going, and that's exactly in the case of this guy we did up here, right? Exactly what he did to drive this company up, right? Was with 25 backlinking websites. So we're going to mix this a little differently now, and by doing that, it allows you to have a website domain club, or like a website purchase club. Okay, here's how it works. Okay, let's take a look. If you were coming in here, it would be 2 payments would get you at $2,500, right? You know, if you were coming in here, it'd be 5 payments would get you $2,500, right? 5 payments per month. Or, well, I'm sorry, 1 payment per month, 5 months. If you were coming in here, it'd be 20. Well, here's what we're going to do, okay? For every 125 that you spend, okay, we're going to get you 1 cPanel. That would be $50, plus a Legacy UAP Access in the software installer would be worth another 50 to be able to install it to that. Plus the premium 25, the remaining 25, something no one who got the software installer already paid, is exactly 25 bucks for the template you want. All right. So when you're looking at our industries, okay, you can decide what industries you want to build up. Okay, and you can let us know. Now, if you want to change that, if we come out with new industries over the course of time as you're making payments, sure, you can swap it, no problem. But what we're saying is 25 bucks a template. Okay, so here's what that means. That means 25 bucks a template, and that would mean any 500 bucks, you're going to wind up with 4 cPanels and 4 templates. Now, normally you'd want 4 templates from one industry that you're really after, right? Like if you go for chiropractors, you're going to want all 4. Why? Because you're going to use one and fill it with real content maybe and use the other 3 to backlink the one. Or you're going to use all 4 to backlink some chiropractor so he gets backlinks from these things, right? And then you can use the features to refresh the pages so that Google loves these super affiliate sites and keeps ranking that chiropractor, right? Or you can use 2 of these to backlink a chiropractor and 2 to backlink another one, or 2 to backlink the first 2. I mean, you can use them in combinations, right? But that's great because when people land on the pages and you've got real information in there that look like chiropractor information, that helps the sale, right? And any calls coming through the phone numbers can get you paid, okay? That's cool. So what do you think $2,500 would get you? It would get you 5 sets of 4, right? So you'd have literally 20 unique templates to work with for that purchase. So how are we doing this? We're thinking 5 industries, and we're thinking that you're building it up to buy the software installer. So the more you can spend, the faster you can grow. That makes sense, right? That's 1 cPanel, 1 template per month. This is 2 cPanels, each with a template per month. You know, this is 4 cPanels with an entire industry, right? 4 templates per month, okay? And so on. So how would you put in that this is what you want? You would say this. Unlimited legacy UAP, okay, and just put in the industries you want. That way we know you're in this template buyer club. So put something like this, say, and put it in the order you prefer, right? Dentists, you know, chiro, plumbers, right? Nursing, and whatever your 5th one is, you're going to put in 5, right? That's the whole idea. What would your fish, who knows, driveway, right? Contractors, okay? And so your email, you@you.com, you know, your email.com. How's that? And then when you subscribe, we get what's going on. So we're going to set you up with a software installer account if you don't have one. And based on the amount you're paying, we're going to just start right there and start filling it in. So if it was $250, then the first month, the first 2 templates for dentist would appear, and the next month, the other 2 for dentist would appear. Then the first 2 for chiro, and the next 2 for chiro, then the first 2 for plumbers, the next 2 for plumbers, and that's how that would go. If you can afford $500 a month, you're getting a whole new industry of your choice in the order you prefer every month, right? Literally each month, okay? So that's really awesome. Okay. By the way, how many companies can you backlink from one website? The answer is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. You can backlink the whole nation. And think about the value of that, because you're going to use, you know, what could be, where are these things even? You can use all of these to backlink like 10,000 chiropractors across the nation if you have the leads, right? So that's just a piece of cake. I mean, go find guys and start backlinking them, and then find others and backlink them too. Run out subdomain projects for every major city where you start backlinking guys, right? That's so simple. Go look up a list of chiropractors, you know, in states you like, and then use that data to fill in on your Excel sheet, your cities, your services, your keywords, and then hit go. Upload that var sheet, run that out with the company information, the name of the chiropractor instead of website marketing solutions. It shouldn't say this. It should say the name of the chiropractor, serving everyone, or whatever you want to say, from whatever the city and state would be. Use the guy's phone number information, the text, or use a forwarding phone number if you're doing that, right? Put tracking stats on this, like Stat Counter, which is simple on the inside. You would just stick that where? You would literally put that in this box, okay? And you just paste it in here and hit update. That's it. So your tracking code. That way, all of the pages of your website, no matter how many thousands you create, are going to be tracked, okay? And you can see how much visitor traffic is coming in, whether it's going to Chicago or Denver, San Francisco, or Atlanta, and you can already start following up with the chiropractors in those areas about the traffic you're generating for them, so you can get them on some kind of a monthly or a pay for lead program. Okay, that's hugely cool. So this is for the do-it-yourselfers who are trying to earn software installer. So it means that by the time you've made the equivalent of 2 payments of this, then you got the full thing with your 5 industries times 4 templates each. Okay, in the order you preferred, but you'd have it all in 2 months if you bought this option, right? Now, it also means you've got 20 cPanels and that much set up. That's really, really cool, okay? So that's a fair option. All right, and just to finish explaining what's valuable too, what about those of you guys who got software installer already and you got 25 cPanels, okay, at $100 each, so you did not pay the extra 25 for each of those cPanels, right? What option do you have? Get a hold of me for stacks, because you can buy stacks if you already have the unlimited legacy UAP and you want to add to your power. You can buy stacks for 25 per template. Okay, so you can buy sets of 4 for $100 each, right? For all the industries you want. Just get a hold of me. Let me know what industries you want, right? And I'll just send you a money request for that. Tell me the email to send it to, or whatever it is that we need to do, and you'll be able to get it that way. Okay, and then we'll put it into your account on Software Installer, so you'll have all of a sudden more industries to choose from. Okay, and you'll be able to roll with it. Okay, and for those of you who have Varsheet Installer, you're going to love having all of these different industry-focused LUAP version 7s. Really powerful stack. Okay, I hope you found this interesting. It's another option that we just decided to open up because it makes a lot of sense. For those of you who are saying, hey, Dave, I missed how you handle all that. What do you even do with all that stuff when you get it? Okay, here's the answer. The videos page right here, okay? Just watch these. This is like 1 minute. This is like 5. This is like 30. Okay, so about 36 minutes for these 3. Okay, then this is kind of optional, but it's really useful. It gives you a lot to ponder so you understand the value of it. These are the basic trainers for how to use any one of these templates, like logging in and using these things. Okay, that'll help you out so much that you'll just understand what to do. Okay, now past that, what if you want to do the unlimited legacy UAP? You want to understand how to do all of this stuff. You want to create cPanel accounts and do batch installation, that kind of thing. Create portable panels of different projects you're creating as you go. All right, go to my channel on youtube.com. Okay, the easiest way to go there is this simple. youtube.com/maxedtraffic. And when you go, it'll bring you here. That's where we have our oldest video of all time. From way back in the day, a decade ago anyway, when we put this thing up. All right, so go to playlists. Okay, and once you're there, if you don't see it right away, hit this, and you'll see Unlimited Legacy UAP, create 100 websites in 1.5 hours. That right there, this is what you want, okay? So it's a playlist, right? You just walk through them. They're not that long.
Improve upon.
First one's intro, like 25 minutes, but it's like 10, 10, 20, 11, 18, 9, and then half an hour and 5 minutes. Okay. So there you go. And that'll walk you through everything. And you'll totally understand what you're doing with all of Software Installer and your legacy UAP with all your different industries that you wanted. So there you go. For all you do-it-yourselfers, that's your option. And yeah, there's just a ton of power coming out of that. We've been starting to really produce lots of cool stuff. And we have so much more coming. It's not even funny. And these are extraordinarily powerful websites. So it's really, really cool to get into these. All right. I hope that's a really cool option for you. I think so. So if you watch this all the way through, you know what's going on. Okay.